up, future nurses, nurses of the world, current nurses? Hello, America. I am back with another video, and this time with some really exciting news. If you follow me on Twitter or Snapchat, you probably have already seen it, but I did get into nursing school. So, this video, I'm going to be giving my experience from undergrad to filling out the application to finding out I made it and what my next steps are after being accepted. I'm also going to be giving some tips to my underclassmen who are looking to apply to nursing school. I'm going to try to keep the video short because I pretty much have done this already, but let's get started. What I want to talk about first is my experience with filling out the application for nursing school. Now, for my university, everything had to be in a PDF form. So, let's say that I have my transcript, because for my university, you had to upload a transcript for any university that you took classes at. So if I have the transcript, let's say I have it online, I have to convert that into a PDF file. So I had to first convert everything into a PDF file. That itself was a hassle. Me personally, the application, I don't know if I just overthought it or what, but it was so stressful. And it was just really nervous because at the bottom of the application they have, please do not call and ask for any updates on your application. So you're just left wondering, oh my gosh, did I do this right? And in my mind, I'm thinking if I didn't do it right, then I'm not gonna get into nursing school. But I found out later on, if you're missing something, they'll call you or email you and let you know. I don't know how true that is, but okay, so everything has to be in a PDF file. The next thing that really stressed me out the most was, okay, I asked my instructors in advance for my letters of recommendation. But it's like, I don't know if this is just like something that they tell instructors, but nobody was emailing me back to confirm that they had done my letter of recommendation. So I asked probably about a total of 6 people to do my letter of recommendation, and of those 6 people, 2 of them confirmed to me that they did my letter of recommendation. So I don't know how many letters of recommendation I have in. I could have all 6 in, but that was nerve-wracking. Like, the teacher wasn't responding, letting me know if they sent it. So my biggest advice would be, for your letters of recommendation, let it be a teacher that you're really cool with. And if you're coming straight out of high school and you don't have anybody from high school, you want to find an instructor that you can build that bond with. That way, when it's time to do your letter of recommendation, they'll like let you know that they did it, you know? What else? I think other than that, the biggest thing for me was just waiting to find out. So with my university, they said please allow 30 days before we send out our decisions or whatever, and it was 30 days. But the way that they did it was they split it, I'm gonna say, by in alphabetical order, because yesterday some of my classmates got their acceptance letters and then the rest of us didn't, and it kind of had us nervous. We were scared. We didn't think that we were going to get in until somebody suggested, hey, maybe they're doing it in alphabetical order and y'all will get y'all's tomorrow around the same time. And sure enough, that's what it was, and we got ours. I think that's all I have to say about the application. Oh yeah, you had to pay an application fee. I think our application fee was $60. Yeah, so I think that's about it. If you have any questions on the application, of course, comment below or DM me on Twitter. I'll answer those. Okay, the next thing that I want to touch bases on is, what I want to touch bases on? Oh, just tips if this is your first year in high school, or if you are looking to apply to nursing school soon. If you are just getting out of high school, my biggest advice would be study hard. Like, the way that you prepare yourself now is what's going to get you through nursing school. What you allow yourself to do now is basically what you're going to allow through your whole career in college. As a nursing major, you don't have as much time as other majors to basically like sit around and find yourself and fail a class here and fail a class there, because after 2 fails, you're out of the program. So you definitely have to be on it from the start. You have to know that this is what you want, so dedicate yourself to it. So with that, I would say sit in the front of class, build that relationship with your teachers, but most of all, have that work ethic. Be hard on yourself so that when it comes time for you to get into nursing school, or when it comes time for you to take A&P, anatomy and physiology, you won't be like out of luck and you won't be as stressed out. So start those, be hard on yourself now. Another thing I would say, for if this is your first year, your incoming freshman, definitely talk to your advisors. Get what the requirements are for your university. Make sure that you're on the right track. But another thing I would say is to always just worry about yourself. I know at my university, for me personally, it was a little nerve-wracking because it's like everybody had their own perspective on the way that things were supposed to be done or should have been done, and it can get overwhelming. Because now you're not even trying to live up to the university standards. You're trying to go by what somebody else is saying, and that's not necessarily true. Another thing that could be nerve-wracking is you're trying to compare yourself to the next person. The next person might have something different going on than what you're having. Like, for example, something that personally something that I should have worked on in my undergrad was, I know that there were upperclassmen who maybe had more volunteer hours than I did, or who did better in classes than I did, or who even did better on the HESI than I did. And I let that stress me out and let it worry me, which now I see I shouldn't have, because I got into nursing school. Now, advice for if you are looking to apply to nursing school soon. Some people are going to tell you, oh, I studied for my HESI in a week and I got an A on it. I wasn't one of those people. I started months in advance studying on my HESI, and I also have a link of what I used to study for my HESI. I mean, not a link, a video of what I used to study for my HESI, how I studied for my HESI. I started days in advance, and one of the things that I said in my last video that I'm going to reiterate is don't put one subject over another one. So if you're feeling confident in grammar, still study grammar just as much as you're going to study anatomy. Because what you're going to find on the test is you really know anatomy because you studied it so hard, but you're not going to really know grammar because you didn't really put as much focus into it. So you definitely want to study all your subjects well-rounded. Start now so that when you start to study for your HESI, you're not feeling overwhelmed. And if it's like something else that you feel like, if it's something else that you feel like that you need to learn, you're not feeling stressed out, like you already started in advance. And honestly, the more you know, the better. So definitely start in enough time to study for your HESI. Maybe like a month or a little over a month in advance. And you want to look at it as you want to be prepared. You don't want to feel stressed out. Excuse me. I think that's pretty much it. And another thing is, don't wait to the last minute to ask for your letter of recommendations. Because that's just kind of showing the instructor that you're last minute, and that can almost make them want to write something negative about you on your letter of recommendation. For my university, our letter of recommendation had to come from one of our college professors or a teacher in high school. It couldn't just come from like a family friend, which is typically how most letters of recommendation are. I think that's about it on advice. Of course, comment below or DM me on Twitter with any other questions that you guys might have about tips. The last thing that I want to touch on is the next steps after being accepted into nursing school. So now we have to get certain immunizations to work in the hospital. We have to take our drug test. Oh, pause. Let me start there. Drug test is something big that can set people back. I don't know how true it is, but I have heard that some people have got into nursing school but couldn't go to nursing school because they failed their drug test. I'm not here to judge anybody on how they live their life or the choices that you make, but what I will say is, if you're thinking about becoming a nursing major, let that be something that helps you to focus and get on the right track. If you're doing something that will make you fail your drug test, stop doing that. And that'll condition your body like, okay, it's time to get serious, time to get on the right track. So we have to do our immunizations. We have to do our drug test. There's paperwork that we have to fill out. Not only that, we also ordered our white coats just yesterday. And basically what our white coats for are when we go and do our rotations in nursing school, we have to wear our white coats over our scrubs. And we also have a white coat ceremony For my university, it's next month. And basically what the white coat ceremony is if you pass all of your drug tests, you get all your immunizations, the white coat ceremony is basically like, okay, you for real have made it into nursing school. So yes, we've gotten these acceptance letters, but if we don't pass our immunizations and our drug tests, then we can't go to nursing school. So for my university, the white coat ceremony is like, okay, if you're in the white coat ceremony, you're in the nursing school. And it's just like a little celebration. They put a spotlight on the people who did really good on their HESI, people who've done really well in our prereqs. And it's just like a celebration, a welcoming in. Yeah, so I think that's about it for this video. I was just really excited that I made it into nursing school, and I know I haven't made a video in a while, so I wanted to drop what I was doing and make a video. I don't know if you guys have been following my whole little YouTube channel, but if you have, remember I failed that psychology class and I was getting an appeal on the class. Y'all, I'm still getting that grade appealed. Actually, I just heard back from the lady today, and she was saying that my appeal has been moved up. It's so much. So basically, moral of the story is, if you're taking general psychology and you want to know who to take and who not to take at Prairie View A&M University, please DM me and I will give you guidance on who to take, and if you're taking this person, what to do to pass this class. And another thing is, just stay on top of your stuff. Honestly, I was on top of my stuff, but just keep praying for me in this grade appeal. I took general psychology at Prairie View. I passed all of my tests, but I failed the class because the teacher felt like I plagiarized my paper. I failed the whole class. So I appealed my grade. I was expecting to hear back from them a month after at least I made the appeal. I made the appeal in June. I still haven't heard back from them. So, and as you know, I transferred to my local community college. I had to pay out of pocket for psychology again, and I was hoping I could drop in and get my money back, but I'm still waiting for them to appeal my grade. Yeah, but that's it for my video. Please let me know if you have any questions, you want to know about anything, or if you're even a nursing student at Prairie View, or you know somebody that's a nursing student and you guys want to give me advice. I am welcome. I'm open to all advice, and I'm welcome and open to giving advice. Thanks, guys.